Ooh, I think we're live. I'm not sure if we're live. If you're out there, please chime in and let me know. This is live from Beer, Booze, and Bonks, the festival unlike any other. This is it's very loud in here. So if you are jumping on and you don't know what this is, I will explain in just a second. If you are jumping on at all, please chime in and let me know on the chat. I've got the chat right here in front of me, and hopefully everything is working. Newbert Report is checking in. Excellent. So this festival is a project that we have been planning for a very, very long time. It's going absolutely wonderful. First session is halfway done, I guess, and absolutely just kicking butt. We have people folding right now. Let me see if I can turn the camera. Hang on. So there's the room. Everybody's folding, everybody's drinking, everybody's having a blast. Meryl is joining me in just a second, and we'll dive in deep about what this all is and why we decided to do it. But if you're planning on being here, second session, you've got your work cut out for you to make it better than what this first session is, because this has been phenomenal. No, not everything is tapped. We are still waiting to sneak, I think, 1 or 2 beers on here in the second half of this first session, and then everything will be tapped. When you get here for the beginning of the second session, everything will be on. And there are some really great things that I can't wait for you guys to try. The Bananas Foster Fuji from Fretboard has not been done before, and that's getting ready to pop up. As of today, Listerman is doing the Adventures of Hobo Swaggins. That is being tapped here and in their tap room at the same time. Newport Punk is a wine barrel-aged farmhouse ale. I believe that is only available here, unless we don't drink it all. Then maybe they'll buy some to take back to the tap room. There's a barrel-aged Brett Saison from Nine Giant that's been absolutely incredible. Lavender Smoked Helles from Rheingeist. You guys have seen the list, I assume. It's just some really good stuff. Whatever your type of beer that you typically look for, it is available here. So if you didn't already get tickets, you can still get them at the door. That is the good news. They're a little more expensive now, but not bad. I think it's maybe $45 at the door if you want to come in and partake with us. Yeah, we have food. We've got a caterer doing brats and pretzels and Saratoga chips and all kinds of fun stuff there. And then over on the other side that you can probably see a little bit of, we've got La Rosa's. They make pizza, if you're not aware. Delicious, local, sweet, delicious pizza. We could, I guess, look at the beer list here. Let me pull it up so that you guys have the full rundown of all that you can expect if you're coming. And if you're not coming, there is still time to make plans. It's 2:30. And the second session starts at 6, so there's still a few hours. You can still make it. Let me pull it up here. Give me just a second. The internet's not amazing. Hopefully this stream is coming through okay for you. Again, if you're watching, feel free to jump in on the chat and talk with me so that I'm not just sitting here talking to myself, which is very, very awkward. I'm looking for the beer list. Here we go. Hopefully you saw, I should talk about this because I assume some of you guys are coming to the second session. The Mystery Beer Machine. I've talked a little bit about it. Sorry, hang on. I'm doing like 3 things all at the same time. Matt Damaris says that he is listening on his phone and watching me live. I don't know where he is that he can. Oh, there. Is he over there? Yeah, there he is. So the mystery beer machine, we should talk about it a little bit. I mentioned that we're going to load up this mystery beer machine with beer. There is a bunch of things in there. There's some great stuff. There's some crappy stuff. But there are also 2 in each session. Caroline, I'll answer that in just a second. There are 2 what we are calling the golden beer, which both of them have already been won with this session, unless the back bar is open, which it's not. The golden beer is a golden beer can. Still a mystery beer. You can still drink it and it's still fine, but the point of it is when you win it, you get a little swag pack. So that's exciting. That's fun. I guess, like I said, they've both been won for this session already. But when you guys show up for the second session, hopefully, I think the way that they're loading those golden beers in, they probably win earlier in the night versus later in the night. So I encourage you to get your mystery beer as soon as possible. Okay, so Caroline wants to know what my favorite beer has been so far, and what's the worst thing you put in the mystery beer machine. The worst is very relative. I'll answer that one first. There are a lot of natty lights and natty ices and things like that in there, which I don't know that is necessarily a bad thing. There's some Miller Genuine Draft in there, which I actually don't mind all that much. It reminds me of being a young, early beer drinker. Takes me back to those days. So I don't know that it's bad, but I guess if you're hoping for a craft beer, it's not great. So what's my favorite beer so far? Let me run through the list, okay? Because this is a stacked beer list. So Cartridge is our title sponsor of the event, and they have 4 different beers on tap. That is the heaviest booth that you'll find as far as beers go. We've got Brewing the Future, which is a double dry hopped fruited hazy IPA. I have not tried that one today yet. Hollow Point. Again, I've had some of these before, just not today, so I'm not going to count them if I haven't had them today. That's a hibiscus ale. I haven't had it today. Escape, the Pina Colada Wheat Ale. If you haven't had that before, it is worth a taste. I think it's been actually very popular today. It's a pina colada in a glass, but beer. Motto, This Will Defend. It's a bourbon barrel-aged chocolate brown ale. It's big, chocolatey, smooth, roasty. That one's fantastic. The next booth, Third Eye, is another one of our sponsors. They have 2 beers on tap, and they are both beers that I think you probably haven't seen a lot of, one of them at all. So Marshmallow Candy Milkshake Sour. If you see somebody walking around with this, you'll know, because it looks like they have liquid marshmallow poured into their glass. It's white, looks like a smoothie, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to as soon as I finish this one. Dark Sorcery is a Belgian quad from Third Eye. 50 West, the best of times. Barbecue Rub. I'm going to take too long if I keep going slow on these. Barbecue Rub Porter. All right, let me see if I can pronounce this right. Purescence. It's an oak-aged lavender smoked Helles from Rheingeist. Then Brink. Oh, I skipped one. Hang on, I'll go back. Brink has Maiden Voyage, their New England IPA. You guys have probably had that. It's in cans. It's a local favorite. We wanted to have some good straight-up New England IPAs for you guys here. And then Strawberries and Cream, which is a Milkshake IPA. It, surprise, surprise, tastes like strawberries and cream. Rebel Metal is doing their Zwickelpils. It is an Italian-style Pilsner, which we could go on a little bit of a rant about what that means. But it's a Pilsner, dry-hopped with Mandarina Bavaria hops. That is what I'm drinking right now, and it's delicious. Vive from Braxton, they're pouring their punch, just the standard kind of punch, the tropical whatever they call it. Fretboard currently has the bourbon barrel aged cool meditation, the peanut butter stout that's on tap right now, and hopefully soon I need to go start pestering people. We need to get the Bananas Foster Fuji tapped because that is the second beer that they're going to be pouring. Sam Adams. We invited Sam Adams, but we did not invite just Sam Adams. We invited Sam Adams Cincinnati, which kind of behind the scenes a little bit is a little complicated to get Sam Adams Cincinnati beer to be poured at an event because you have to go through these weird hoops and it's a little complicated. But if we were going to have Sam Adams at this festival, we knew that we needed to have stuff that was brewed here in town. Even that's not fair. Versus the big Sam Adams stuff that you're used to. We have... so Sam Adams is doing the Fresh Pop Scary Berry and Avena Colombiana. That's a collaboration with... who's that a collaboration with? That's the wrong... Talk again for me.
The Arepa Place.
All right, the Arepa Place. And then Carrican... skipped another one. Well, I sort of skipped another one. Carrican is doing the Key Lime Sparkling Spirit. You guys know that. It's not a seltzer. It's sparkling spirit, but if you like seltzer, it'll make you happy. 5 Stories, which is Northern Row. That's their distilling side of things. They're doing a incredible cocktail from Molly Wellman called Rosy Secret. It's got rum, grapefruit. I've seen multiple people go back for a second one.
Have you had it yet?
I haven't had it yet. I haven't made it there yet.
It's pretty good.
And then West Side is doing the Full Down Double IPA. It's a double dry hopped. Do you know what it's dry hopped with? It's not in my notes.
It's on a spreadsheet somewhere. But you came up with the name, and that's all that matters.
But it is exclusive to the festival. It will be on tap in the tap room after this. But
very little.
Yeah.
Very small test batch.
But we have most of it. So there are 16 lots. Ooh. I tried that for the first time today. That was good.
What did you think?
It is a burnt orange and rosemary beast, which is their double IPA. Really, really good.
I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, really good. Northern Row, they're doing their Riveter, which is the Dortmunder lager. Sonder, the Otto Coffee Stout. You guys know Otto. Carmen's Carrot Cake. I've seen some people walking around with that one. I love the beers that you can tell immediately what they're drinking. Carmen's Carrot Cake, that Marshmallow from Third Eye. It's very obvious what they're drinking. Street Side Situation Normal, which is a blueberry pancake Berliner Weiss.
So good.
Nine Giant, the barrel-aged Saison called Trendy. Is one of my favorite things that I've had so far. It's incredible. And the Lost Positives West Coast IPA, which is, so talking to Nine Giant, they said, I think 3-1 is what people are ordering between the Saison and the IPA.
Would you say that the Saison of the Farmhouse is a misunderstood style?
Yeah, oh yeah. And Saison in general, Farmhouse in general, people just have no idea what it is, but it's so good. March 1st, Baja Blast Seltzer. Mad Tree Tropical Psychopathy is making its debut here.
That may have been the biggest underrated score of the show for me so far. That's probably my top 3. You will see a lot more of that beer around town very soon, but as of right now, it's making its debut here. Let's see, where am I? Oh, Urban Artifact, Love Letter, Midwest Fruit Tart. That is coming back finally, and great beer, absolutely great. Midwest Fruit Tarts, you guys know them. It's a Cincinnati style at the heart of it's like the skyline of beer for us.
They invented a style, and
but it's caught on. It's great.
Paradise Night at the Opera. That's their Opera Cream coffee sweet stout. So it's a milk stout with coffee, Opera Cream coffee.
Honestly, that may be my top 5 as well.
I love that beer. It's one of my favorites in town.
Yeah, you did good with that one.
A really, really good beer. Grainworks with Orange Dreams, the creamsicle wheat beer. They brewed a special batch just for us.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, they made it specially because they knew how much you loved that beer.
Wow, I feel so special.
And it's a little bit out of season to make a creamsicle beer in November, but they did it for us.
things you don't think about, when you really like a style. But yeah, I mean that really knocked my socks off at the most recent beer fest. What was that? 2021 technically, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And a style that is done over and over again in typical IPAs, milkshake IPAs, but to have it as like a wit beer, that's really special to me.
It was funny to me because I've never seen somebody do a creamsicle wit beer.
Exactly.
But it makes so much sense with what a wit beer
once
like.
You taste it, you really understand it.
Then we've got High Grain. They're doing their Enigmatic, which I spelled wrong on my list here in front of me.
I don't think you did. I think it was there actually, a spell mistake.
Double dry hopped New England IPA. No, they spelled it with an E, and I've got it spelled
I think you have correctly. Yeah,
but it's wrong for how they spell it.
We'll have to talk to Matt about that.
Double dry hop New England IPA. I don't know what that's dry hopped with either. Do you?
I don't.
I feel like it's something New Zealand, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know.
It could be.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it. Listerman, I talked about this one earlier, The Adventures of Hobo Swaggins. That is a big-ass beer. It's a double dry hopped, triple New England IPA. It'll knock you on your ass if you drink too much. Is that on tap
right now?
Yeah, it's over there.
Okay. No, I mean as far as the tap room.
Yeah, so they were tapping it at the same time here and in the tap room.
Same with the Mad Tree,
yeah.
I believe. I believe that maybe you can go on tap right now and go into the tap room and find that beer, or it may be a couple days behind.
Or at some point when they get an open tap. Wooden Cask, the Newport Punk, wine barrel-aged farmhouse ale. You're not going to find that anywhere else. They might have a little bit of the was left in the barrel at the bottom, maybe, depending on how they filled those kegs. But
that was a special experience.
Yeah, that was a cool one. We got to we went down to Wooden Cask and hung out with Randy and tasted it and tweaked it a couple ways and tried to figure out how we wanted it to end up.
And it turned out so well, too.
I have not tried it here yet today.
You haven't tried it yet?
No, I'm so far behind.
It's going to knock your socks off. What's been your favorite beer so far?
I think that the wine barrel-aged saison the barrel-aged saison from Nine Giant has been so far my favorite. But
wow, it's such a twist for you.
It's not, though. Like, I really do drink everything.
Yeah.
Darkness.
What about the Rheingeist?
That was good. That was a good beer. Yeah, really, really. It was definitely a lot different than what I was anticipating it being.
But
lavender.
In a good way,
though. Yeah. Lavender can be very soapy if it's done wrong. And you trust Rheingeist to do things right, but you never know what they're going to send you. So.
Right.
It was good. And then Darkness with Toastinut, the coconut black IPA that is making its return after years of not being on tap. So that was fun to see again. I'm looking forward to grabbing some of that. What's been your favorite?
Oh, gosh. So far, I want to say that the Third Eye Marshmallow...
Just taking a picture.
Yeah. We've got a lot of admirers walking by right now. And we're also setting up for the second session, by the way, which is hard to believe how busy this first session has been, as we've kind of talked about earlier. The Third Eye Candy, the marshmallow variant, that kind of blew me away.
So, full disclosure, Third Eye was a little bit late, and one of the other booths was helping getting their stuff set up before they got here. And what I heard was, man, I didn't know if it was pouring right. It was so thick coming out that I didn't know if I needed to crank up the CO2 or not.
Were you the one that saved the day on that one?
I didn't know if it was clogged.
It was a little yogurty from what I heard at first. Luckily, I came by and I got it at the perfect time, and it was fantastic. But I did hear those same kind of grievances.
I'm excited to try. I mean, Marshmallow is a little thick, a little heavy, a little hard to get out of one of those spouts. So I'm excited to try it, man. There's still so many things here that I have not gotten to try yet. If you guys are still wanting to come and you don't have your tickets, I mentioned it earlier, but if you're just jumping on now, there are tickets still available at the door. $45, I think. Is that
$45 at the door?
$45 at the door.
$15 for the DDs,
right,
which we tip our cap to you.
Yeah. And we're all going to need them today.
Right.
And there is food available. We've got a caterer doing beer brats and Saratoga chips and pretzel necklaces and all kinds of fun stuff. And then La Rosa's doing their La Rosa's thing. That is pizza, if you're not aware. There is plenty to do here. Fowling looks like it's a big hit. I've been excited seeing people that have never experienced this game before taking their first stab at it. The mystery beer machine has been a hit. Have you watched anybody? Have you stood over there for a little bit?
I have, yeah.
It's
I've
fun
watched, I've watched the
out.
surprised look on the faces as they get their beer. And it was just kind of like, it reminded me of the video that we once did.
Yeah.
Where we're just kind of like, oh, but has anybody got the gold beer yet?
Yes, both of the gold beers have been won. The first one was right off the bat. Like, we didn't even have our swag together. We didn't have the prize ready, and he won that. And then Randy from Wooden Cask actually won the second one.
No way.
What
is the official prize pack? I don't know if we talked about it.
It's just a bunch of gnome stuff. I am just gathering a bunch of things as quickly as I can, because I don't know if there's anything else for us to throw.
If you want to be decked out as the gnome, come here, play the mystery beer machine, get all the gnome swag there is.
When I come home at the end of the night and my wife asks me how the day was, I go, well, I spent this amount of money today giving away free stuff.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's I'm going to lose money today. That's the moral of the story.
That's the beauty of all of this.
However, I will have stuff for sale. If you see me sitting at my booth, come by and buy a hat or a shirt. I have like 5 sweatshirts maybe for sale. The rest are I don't have in stock. So.
Look at this sticker pack right here.
Oh, yeah, the sticker pack?
Yeah. What a value.
All kinds of cool things. Or if you corner me in a corner, I might have stickers for free, too, in my pocket. So, yeah, that's it. We just wanted to jump on and do a quick live thing. I know that most of you guys that are chiming in, at least, are people that are going to be here later. So swing by and say hi and tell me what your favorite thing is. Tell us what you see the smiles.
There's a mystery beer
smiles
machine
of people
right there.
holding.
Look at the high life in his hand. Gosh. Yeah. Is there a picture about to be taken?
Let us know what you
Here it is.
What you enjoyed most about this festival, what you think we could improve on next year, because hopefully there will be a next year. Just tell us how it was for you.
Absolutely.
Anything you want to tell the people?
No, I mean so far, when we saw the tents being set up last night, I think that both myself and the gnome, but mostly myself, it was really that moment of realization that this is really happening, and I can't thank all of Cincinnati as a whole, the brewing community that just embraced this crazy new beer festival setup, and this amazing venue, the Fowling Warehouse, to do everything that they've done so far and be just amazing hosts. I'm watching people running around emptying trash that are owners of the warehouse. I'm looking at a brewer that's about to go play Fowling with a beer in his hand. One of the keeps looking back at us. One of the most renowned brewers in Cincinnati. So I mean, there's just so much fun going on right now. We have all the games on TV. There's an amazing VIP lounge that doesn't really mean VIP whatsoever. Anybody can sit there.
You're all VIPs if you're here.
You're all VIPs if you are here, and that's the tagline of the show. Everybody, goodbye.
I'm curious to. This may be, and I know I'm a little biased because I helped put this together, but this may be my favorite beer festival setup that I think I've ever seen. Like, this is really, it's done perfectly. Between the Fowling and the mystery beers to kind of add that fun aspect, the killer tap lineup, the vendors. We got great vendors here. It's a good festival.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. Kudos to you, my friend. And also, may I add that there is still an entire full bar. If you don't like any of the things that we've painstakingly picked out, you can go and order anything from a mixed drink to a local Cincinnati beer that you like that may not be at the festival. And we have all the games on all day long. I mean, I can't think of one better way to spend your Saturday than this right now.
No, I was the Bearcats fan of me was hoping this Ohio State game was going to be a little bit closer. I'm happy for all the Ohio State fans, but I'm looking forward to the Bearcats in about a half hour, jumping on there and kicking some ass today. So we'll see you guys later.
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
When will we see you on a Fowling lane?
Probably not today. There's too much shit going on. I still have too many beers to drink.
Yeah, I haven't got to half of them yet. Yeah, that's a problem.
Maybe after party. I'll do some glow Fowling, because that is a thing, evidently. Who knew?
Yeah, if you haven't purchased a ticket yet, if you have no plans to at the door, at least get down here for the after party. It's gonna be pretty nuts.
Thank you very much. Lee says he'll be at the second session and Kick the Keg. Looking forward to see you.